What's up, y'all? It's Ari.
What's up, y'all? It's Kurt.
Welcome to ICTV,
where we keep the TV
icy. So we have been asking y'all to submit some questions to us concerning planning, and this whole month we're talking about planning in a relationship as a couple. So we're gonna jump into a few questions that some people submitted to us. So one of the questions we got was, what do you do when you are the only one in the relationship financially stable? Oh,
That's a big one.
wow.
I will say this. I know it was a guy who submitted this question. I think that the challenge there, but this could be male or female, right? Like whoever the person is that feels like they're the one that's financially stable. At the end of the day, a relationship is based and rooted in commitment. So if you have decided to be with someone, that's an active decision that you are making in your life. And a part of that means having to sort of ingest and deal with the things that you love about them and the things that you don't love about them, the things that are really well developed and the things that need to grow. If you made a decision to be committed to this person, that's just an area of their life that they have to develop. And so if you're choosing to be locked in, then you, for some period of time, could just be the one that have to be the main person sort of driving the relationship financially. But at the end of the day, things can change, right?
Yeah,
things happen in the spur of the moment. You could meet anybody in the world, you could run into any opportunity, and you then now pop off financially. So now you're a millionaire. I mean, the highest earner on YouTube this year was 8 years old. He made $26 million doing videos.
8 years old.
Doing reviews of toys. So my point in saying that is, it doesn't matter where somebody is now. God knows the end.
Yeah.
God can see the end from the beginning. They could one day become a millionaire. They could stay where they are right now. But at the end of the day, you have made a decision to be committed to this person. So if you're locked in with somebody, you gotta roll with that. You gotta deal with that. Mm-hmm.
Like you said, it doesn't necessarily mean this is the end all be all. It's not the end. It doesn't mean that you're gonna always be this way. But it's a season. But in this season, I believe that your partner would want you to support them.
Yes.
Even if it's a down season for me and I can't do as much as I really want to, I'm believing that Kurt is going to support me and lift me up and encourage me and say, "May I got you. We in this together." And then of course, things will change and I'll get a promotion. Like, you just never know what can happen. So just give it time.
Yeah, give it time. I love that.
Yeah, support them, be there for them. Take the lead for now.
You make it work.
Yeah, and figure it out.
And another thing to think about too in that is, in a relationship, there are several different banks, if you will. Thank you, baby. There are several different banks. So of course we can think about the financial bank, which is where obviously that has to deal with the money, but there's also the emotional bank and how sensitive you are, and how you sort of deal with your feelings. And then there's also an intimacy bank, right? So how much are we affectionate and intimate and sex and different things that come with that, and a number of other banks, right?
Married couples.
There and a number of other banks, right? That could be spiritual bank. How much you going to church? Am I the one leading prayer? You're not really that into God. Whatever it is that you may just sort of see this financial bank like, I'm having to do a lot and I'm having to sacrifice a lot because your financial bank isn't that high, but you don't know what your partner, spouse is having to sort of compensate for areas that they feel like you aren't, meeting up. And so there's sort of this give and take that you have to do. But a lot of times we can get caught up in relationship, really focusing on the things that we're having to sacrifice, and that sometimes we can lose track of the sacrifice of the person that you're in relationship with, because nobody is perfect. So just really thank God that you have somebody with you who is committed to you and willing to work through the areas, because nobody is perfect. Not one person in this world is perfect.
And so you never know when you could, God forbid, lose your job, get laid off, get fired, and then you have to your spouse, with their income or whatever financially, they're bringing in financially, they have to leave. You just never know who at the moment of the season, whatever season you are in, will have to take lead in that area. I will say to just support your partner, and be there, pray. You will get through it. Things will change.
Yep.
And you'll come out of it.
And build together. Figure out what your financial goals are, what your professional goals are, what business ideas you have. Put your minds together and build together.
question number 2. Let's see. What are the best ways to stay on track with meeting goals and staying motivated throughout the year? So I know for Kurt and I, the best ways that we stay on track, we actually have a schedule or a plan or a calendar, if you will, of every single thing that we want to do day by day. Not just like, oh, this month we're going to do this at some point. Like day by day, like what we need to do. As simple as like we're decorating our home. So I wanted a clock, y'all. So I was like, Sunday we're going to get the clock and we're going to hang the clock. Like we have every little detail, and I know that can be tedious and it could be a lot, but if you take the time to, you know, communicate and talk together and figure things out, when is the best time to do this? When is the best time to do that? When should we have our money meeting? When is a good time for you? When is a good time for me? And you put that on the calendar and you stick by that and you stay on track. I think it helps you to, you know, keep up with everything you have to meet on, everything you have to do, things that you set out to do and to accomplish. It holds you accountable.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the greatest quotes I think I've ever heard is, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so that's something that we really try to live by, and we'll actually show you a lot of the plans that we did. I mean, we put together a packet, developed lead areas, travel, family expansion, home.
It's huge.
I said travel. What are some of the other ones? Anyway, we'll get travel, family expansion, home, education, spiritual wellness, and then sort of built out the areas that we want, and then
broke them down. Business,
and then put them over a year. And so just really kind of sticking with that. How do we stay motivated? I think the thing that motivates us is to just be able to check stuff off, scratch stuff off,
complete them.
Yeah. And when they're
Get
done.
it done. We got our clock. I wish you could see our clock, but maybe we'll come back and
Let me show people the clock.
So I could scratch off, go and get my clock, and we didn't hang it yet, but we will. So we got the clock. So like Kurt said, it's motivating to be able to, like, I like checks. I like to check. We did that. To check things off and know that you accomplished that. You set that. You put that on your goal list. You put that on your things to do, and you got it done.
And be open to it. For those of you that are not, really into like planning every little thing out and putting every little thing down, because that's definitely, I know P had to do a little work with me on that. Being open to putting everything down. That's how I like to work, putting every little thing down. But I know at some point you were like, really? You're gonna put down, purchase a clock? And I'm like, yeah. I want to be able to map it all out and see it, right? Just be open to it and allow yourself to plan. So again, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Like, what I told Ariel was important for me was for us to be able to look back on December 31st, 2020, and look at everything that we've done and look at our plan and say, we've posted, even on YouTube this many times, we've grown subscribers this many times, we've gotten our clock, we've decorated our home. And be able to really look back at those wins because we planned that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to give y'all a sneak peek, this is our calendar, y'all, for the year. This is just a sneak peek. We're going to get back to this, though. But every single thing that we discuss is written out.
Color-coded.
Color-coded.
I like colors.
So it's real.
Yeah.
All right, third question. You have the third question?
Yes. All right, y'all, the third question that we got is, what do you do when things pop up that throw your plans off? We just got to sit in that because we're actually living that. We're living that right now.
Oh, my God. He said the castle cares on you because he cares.
He cares.
Like the amount of anxiety I have right now. So can I just give like a background story?
Absolutely.
And then can you get into like...
The answer?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I ain't there yet. I don't know. I'm just so y'all, like after Black Friday, we were so excited to get a big sectional for our like media room. Not the living room, but the media room. It's a huge open space. So we got this like big comfortable sectional that we went all around the world looking for. Like we went to Universal Furniture, we went to Rooms to Go, we went everywhere, and like we ended up coming right back to where we first looked, and I was like, this is a sofa. Like it was the perfect fabric, the perfect color for what we're trying to do. So y'all, we had to wait, they said 6 to 9 weeks. So we ordered this Black Friday, like the end of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We just recently got it yesterday.
We're in January.
January.
Mid in January.
What is today? January 20th? So we got it
19th.
January 19th. We're super stoked. We're so excited. We like already like have our plans written out, right? Of how we want to decorate and what else we need to get and da 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 da. And we're ready for this sofa and to get our media room set up. And the people come to deliver and they're like, oh, we can't get this in now. I was just like, well, I ain't even trying to hear that.
Yeah.
And I was actually braiding hair, so I like moved my client like in another room. Shout out to Ivory. We like went in another room and I like was not even really trying to entertain him. I was like, I don't even want to hear it. Like, please just figure it out, sir. Like, you have no idea how long we've been waiting on this. Like, figure it out. Like, y'all move furniture. That's what you do. Please figure it out. So it was maybe about 30 minutes. They were trying. They even like took it out the box, took the plastic off. I was like, maybe you can unscrew the legs. They unscrewed the legs. The sofa would not fit through the doorway. They got it through the front door, but the door headed to the media room. Oh, God. So I was just looking at Kurt like, so what do we do with 8,000 sofas in front? Because we already got this sofa set. Now we got a big old sectional broken up into pieces just hanging out in the front room with us. And I'm like, God, like, why? Like, I wanted to watch A Fall from Grace, Tyler Perry new movie on our new sectional, and like, couldn't do that. And it might seem small, or it might be like, girl, really, a sofa? But that was something that we were like excited about and we were looking forward to. We waited over 2 months for. I feel like over 2 months.
Yeah,
and then like to get it, it's like we were so close, but yet stuck.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
The first plan of action is to realize, one, take it in, right? Like take it in, and then once you've taken it in, then you have an opportunity to evaluate the best decision going forward. And then just see how that impacts other goals. So of course, one of our areas to look back on in terms of success is financial, right? There's a number that we've set that we want to have, X amount of dollars saved by. So does that impact that? Because now we're looking into if it doesn't fit and we don't want to return the sofa. The only real thing there is to do is to consider cutting the wall. Yeah. When things don't go the way that you want them to go, 1, accept it, 2, evaluate, and 3, make a plan, right? So the last thing you want to do is remain stagnant or get demotivated and then want to, just really disregard all of your goals. Let that inspire you. Let that light a fire in you to figure it out. Things are going to happen, right? There are going to be things that pop up in life. I preached a message, which we'll put that video on YouTube. I preached a message at my church and I talked about that sometimes life has a way of throwing things, in your plan, right? That just kind of mess things up, but you have to remain motivated. You have to remain locked in with the Lord, and you have to remain committed to what you said you were going to do.
And that, relates to anything. Of course, we're talking about the sofa, but like financially, mentally, physically, whatever, educationally, like if you had plans to reach a certain point in school and something happens, a setback, like you have to keep pushing, you have to keep going. If a storm happens and now you have to go into your savings to like evaluate, like things happen, you have to keep going. You cannot just get upset and get demotivated and give up and now you're just stagnant, or I'm not going back to school, or I can't get past that. And you have to keep going. You have to figure it out, accept it, evaluate it, and come up with another plan.
I think those are the 3 steps. Accept it, evaluate, reset, and execute. 4 steps.
Well, guys, those were the 3 questions we chose to touch on tonight. Please submit any other questions if you have any other questions for us to answer.
Comment below.
Subscribe, comment, and like.
And share.
Yeah, we hope that this helped you out in some kind of way. Hope you are encouraged. We can all win together.
Absolutely.
Let's all win together.
We're praying for all the couples out there.
Share the wealth.
We're praying for all of you.
Why be stingy?
All of you. Should we pray?
Let's pray.
Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we come giving you glory and honor, God, and we thank you. We just want to pray for every couple out in the world right now, that all their dreams, ideas, goals, ambitions, and anything that you've ever placed on their hearts, any desires, come to fruition. And the way that it comes to fruition, God, is that you will put a fire in us, Father God, and we will plan, God, and we will connect with you, so that we can see it in real life. And we thank you.
Yes,
And we
God.
wait with expectation, and we wait with excitement, and we sit in faith for what you're going to do, God. And we thank you,
Thank you, Lord.
that every single couple that's watching this, their relationship, their marriage, their engagement, their intentionally dating season will go to the next level. And every single person that's watching this, that's wanting love, that you will bring the right person into their lives, that you will
Yes,
bring the
God.
right woman, the right man into their lives, that will help to propel them forward, that will help to bring their life increase, and that will help to bring them to new levels. God, we thank you
We love you,
for
Lord.
all that you are doing, and we appreciate you, we honor and adore you, God. And we thank you and we love you, and we wait for success, God, because we know that you're going to do something supernatural.
Yes, God.
Bless the IC fam. Help us all to stay in love.
Yes.
Help us all to stay cultured, and help us all to be true to ourselves. In Jesus' name we do pray. Amen.
Amen. Well, we love y'all. Thanks for watching. Stay icy.
Stay in love, stay cultured, and stay you. Stay icy. Whoo!